Throughout our lives, we often find ourselves in situations where we question the authenticity of others' feelings towards us. While deciphering someone's emotions can be as complex as navigating a labyrinth, there are subtle, telltale signs that can help unveil the hidden truth. Unraveling the mystery of whether someone secretly dislikes you is a skill that can prove invaluable in both personal and professional relationships. In this video, we reveal 12 signs that might suggest someone secretly doesn't like you. Remember to like the video and subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. Now let's jump right into it. Number 1. Frequent avoidance. One of the most straightforward indicators that someone secretly dislikes you is consistent avoidance. They might dodge your calls, deliberately miss social gatherings where you'll be present, or create excuses to minimize interaction. If you notice this pattern, it's time to dig deeper. And ironically, it's often this silence that speaks volumes. When someone secretly dislikes you, they may not have the courage or willingness to confront the issue head-on. Instead, they resort to avoidance as a passive-aggressive means of communication. They hope that by drifting away, the relationship will wither on its own, sparing them the discomfort of a direct confrontation. Number 2. Minimal eye contact. The eyes, often referred to as the windows to the soul, can speak volumes. A person who dislikes you might maintain minimal eye contact during conversations. They could seem disinterested or distracted, betraying their true feelings. Even when their gaze does meet yours, it's often accompanied by a vacant, distant look. Their attention seems to wander, as if they are mentally anywhere but in the conversation. This lack of engagement speaks volumes about their emotional state. Number 3. Forced politeness. Instead of genuine warmth, you'll notice an air of forced politeness when they interact with you. They might plaster on a fake smile or engage in superficial pleasantries while keeping their distance emotionally. So what's the message that forced politeness conveys? At its core, it's a paradoxical combination of manners and distance. It's their way of acknowledging the social obligation to be polite, while signaling that they'd rather keep their emotional distance. It's as if they're saying, "I'll be civil, but don't expect me to invest in this interaction." Number 4. Rare initiatives. Genuine friendships or relationships thrive on mutual effort. When someone secretly dislikes you, they'll rarely initiate contact or show interest in your life. This one-sidedness can be a glaring sign. What's the unspoken message concealed within these rare initiatives? It serves as a passive-aggressive way of withdrawing from the relationship without having to engage in a confrontational conversation. It's as if they're saying, "I'm here, but don't expect me to actively contribute." Number 5. Sarcastic remarks. Hidden behind sarcasm often lies resentment. If someone constantly peppers their conversations with sarcastic remarks or passive-aggressive comments when interacting with you, it's a clear red flag. It's a combination of disdain, frustration, and sometimes even a touch of bitterness. When someone secretly dislikes you, they might find it challenging to express their feelings directly. Sarcasm becomes their covert weapon, a way to communicate their discomfort without having to be explicit. Sarcastic remarks can also be a form of power play. It's a way for them to assert dominance in the relationship, with the underlying message that they hold the upper hand in the conversation. Number 6. Exclusion from plans. When social events or gatherings are planned, and you consistently find yourself on the outskirts of the circle, it's time to take note. Being consistently excluded suggests you might not be welcome in their inner circle. You might hear about these social gatherings or outings through secondary sources, such as friends' social media posts or casual mentions. It's as if you're on the outskirts of the inner circle, observing from a distance. Or when you inquire about these events, you're met with a litany of excuses or vague explanations for your exclusion. It's as though they're carefully crafting a narrative to justify their actions. These are all clear red flags to look out for. Number 7. Limited physical contact. In close relationships, physical touch is a vital form of connection. If a friend or partner begins to shy away from hugs, kisses, or even simple gestures like holding hands, it could signify hidden animosity. Limited physical contact can also serve as a form of boundary setting. It's their way of maintaining control over their personal space and emotions, asserting the message that they'd rather keep their distance. Number 8. Exaggerated disinterest. While everyone has their likes and dislikes, Someone secretly disliking you might go out of their way to exaggerate their disinterest in your hobbies, opinions, or activities to create distance. Exaggerated disinterest is like a theatrical performance where every gesture, every word, is crafted to communicate a message of detachment. It's the art of making it abundantly clear that you and your presence are an issue to them. Number 9. Gossip and backbiting. When you're not around, they might engage in gossip or backbiting about you. Pay attention if you hear whispers of negative comments or feel like you're a topic of discussion when you're not present. What's the agenda hidden within these whispers of gossip and backbiting? It's often a mixture of resentment, jealousy, or insecurity. When someone secretly dislikes you, they may resort to these tactics to vent their negative emotions or to gain allies in their displeasure. Number 10. Interrupting and undermining. Interrupting and undermining are the tools of those who wish to exert control and dominance in a conversation, often at your expense. In conversations, they may consistently interrupt you or undermine your ideas and achievements. This reflects their attempt to diminish your presence and contributions. What's the agenda hidden within this pattern of interruption and undermining? It's often rooted in control, dominance, or a desire to assert superiority. When someone secretly dislikes you, they may feel threatened by your presence or ideas, prompting them to use these tactics to regain a sense of control. Number 11. Lack of empathy. When you're going through a tough time, someone who secretly dislikes you will often display a remarkable lack of empathy. They won't extend the emotional support you'd expect from a friend or loved one. Number 12. Avoidance of conflict resolution. Last but not least, when you attempt to address issues or conflicts with them, they may actively avoid or dismiss these conversations. This is a sign that they'd rather maintain the status quo than work towards resolution. Understanding these signs can be a powerful tool in navigating relationships. However, it's essential to approach these observations carefully. Sometimes what may appear as dislike could be due to personal struggles or issues unrelated to you. In such cases, open and honest communication can often help bridge the gap and mend strained relationships. How do you feel about this video? Share your thoughts in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and share it with your friends. For more videos like this, hit the subscribe button and remember to click the notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. Also be sure to check out our other videos as well. Thanks for watching and see you next time.